welcome back to, I don't know why I said it so creepy. Welcome back to a new series. Today we're checking out Stargirl. It's finally here. Um, yeah, YouTube keeps throwing ads at me, and I've been trying to avoid them so much. Um, and I've done a pretty good job actually. Um, some of the costumes were not leaked but released online. Um, so I've been trying to forget most of them. Actually, I'm not too familiar with any of the JSA characters, to be honest, so it's been pretty easy not getting caught up in the hype. Um, so yeah, I'm just curious to see tonally how this is going to be because it is. I, I know it's Jeff Johns' like pet project, which I don't have a big problem with him. I've read some of his stuff, seen some of his stuff. I don't hate what he's doing. Um, it's more of the Greg Berlanti angle that I'm curious and worried about. But he did do Doom Patrol. He had a hand in Doom Patrol. So, like I said, I'm curious, cautiously optimistic about what kind of tone we're gonna get from this show. Um, technically everything's in the CW verse now, the Arrowverse. So, like, I don't know. Anyways, um, yeah, let's just get into this. I'm very curious to see what this show's about, really. So let's just go start it. Golden Age of Heroes protected the world for decades. My fandom. 10 years ago, that Golden Age ended. Sorry, I'm freaking chilly. 10 years ago. Okay, so this is the end of the Golden Age. So is that LA like Los Angeles or Louisiana? I'm trying to think of who has green fire. Is that Wildcat? Oh, he did.
Dr. Midnight! Searching! Get out!
What is that? Is that Vertigo?
Brainwave.
Brainwave.
Come on, we gotta get out of here.
I know that one. That's actually okay. Who's
Grundy.
that girl? Grundy? Bro. Grundy.
Strength. Let's carry the torch. I'll try. Not you. Someone with
That's
grace
awkward.
and heroism. You mean you can't do it?
Wow. That's so
But
rude.
someone out there will. But it is definitely not you.
He was supposed to be here 2 hours ago. I hate to ask
He
so late,
did.
but it's time.
I need your help with this move, okay? I need you to be positive.
Positive? I am positive.
Great.
I'm positive this place will blow ass.
God, this kid.
I thought we were gonna stop moving around once you hooked up with Barbara.
Well, we're not hooked up, Mike.
Fine, what do you want me to say? Shacked up?
We're married, Mike.
Smack him.
Fine. Whatever.
Ever? Not this song. Howdy.
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Afternoon.
Hello.
Really got that Midwestern
Hello.
flair.
How are you?
Yeah. Both ordered the corn dogs, right?
Banana split.
Why were you in Nebraska anyway?
I was looking for something. Should we check it out?
What? She looks a lot like Miley Cyrus. How old is she supposed to be? High school it looks like, but like, I mean, she's a sophomore, is she a senior? I ask because like, she could move out soon. Like, I get it. I get where she's coming from, but it seems like her parents are pretty cool. Is he important?
Pat Dugan.
Friends call me Crusher.
Okay.
Gym down the street's mine.
Kind of focused on getting this place
Shred
up.
you right up, Pat.
Yeah, pretty busy with the garage and
Sir.
everything.
Not a special for Blue Valley newbies.
Go
Half
away.
off.
What's your job, girl?
It's a way of life. Oh, that's Councilman
I have a
Adam
feel
Zach,
like
and that's our CFO, Mr.
She's
Sharp.
gonna get wrapped up in the bad guys.
Your office is right this way.
It'd be a
Office?
pretty cool plot point. Like, oh my god, my mom is working with the villains. Get it? No, high school is hard.
Sorry.
Make friends and all that.
Sorry.
But
Can I help you?
also, like,
I'm looking for a seat.
just do what you gotta do.
This one.
Speak for yourself.
Who's this Edward Cullen wannabe? God.
Come with me.
Who are these people? Okay, we saw her before at
Some
least.
boyfriend bitch. Yeah.
Cindy, language.
Where's Pat? He dropped her off and now she has to take the bus
Really?
home? What is this? Told you this janitor's got something to do. Told you!
Hey, Mike, way to dive
Why is this
in, you
kid
know,
like
I'm proud
8
of you.
and like
And we started
looks like a
designing this
40-year-old?
shooter. It's called Blood Pizza Party.
I'm sorry. I
called
need,
Blood
he's a
Pizza
kid. I
Party?
need to stop
Yeah.
digging into
That
him.
name's
but-
been okayed with your teachers and everything?
Well, yeah, pretty much. But this place is awesome, Dad, really. There's like nothing to do here, so kids play way more video games.
Okay, I gotta stop.
How was your day, Cor?
Hey, we could hit the old drive-in.
Stop pretending you're my dad, okay?
Girl!
Courtney.
My God!
No, it's okay. I think that, you know, sometimes I try too hard. It just doesn't.
No, you're trying just fine.
Right. I'm with him. Like, oh my God, what the hell?
What are you doing?
Like, I get plot point why she has to come down here, but like, wouldn't you go to your room? Why would you go to the basement? The Hogs? Okay. It's Wildcat and Dr. Min. Question mark? Hogs, Dr. Fate J. Who's that pink person? Oh, she gonna do some gymnastics now?
Awesome!
It's kind of cool. Blast him!
Hey, somebody's messing with your car.
God damn! Damn! Fucking metal ball!
Kid.
I was kidding when I said blast him.
It's Christmas Eve.
Does she know that's her dad?
10 years ago on Christmas Eve?
What?
Has she never seen a picture of her dad?
Does my
Girl, she does
Look,
not.
I
That's a
don't
weird
mean to
plot
get
point.
upset. It's just the staff was missing, and I was concerned.
Why would the staff work for me if it only worked for Starman?
Just say it.
I don't know.
There must be
Bruh.
a reason.
Come on. She's having a hard time putting two and two together. Just tell her.
Tell me again, son.
Oh my God.
What happened?
Really?
Travis and Brian and I were at the drive-in, and we were minding our own business.
I need to research brainwave though. What the hell is he? Is he just like Simon kind of? Wait, what? Day 100.
Be a really important part of the JSA.
Well, why aren't you in the picture then?
Because I took
Taking
it.
a picture.
Look. So do we have a deal, Stripesy?
Oh my God.
Yes,
That
well,
kid.
You call me
I wouldn't
straight,
actually
yes,
hit a
you
kid.
would.
Okay, just,
Yeah, it's
I just
fine.
want to make it known on video. I would not hit a kid. I work in the education field. Not hit a kid.
Good talk.
He's already in his fucking outfit. Oh my God. He said, "Yeah, I won't do anything." Suit it up. Bruh. How is he gonna find him?
Really, really try. New start.
You have no idea how much that means to me.
For sure. Good night.
Good night.
If I was her, I'd be like, "Where's the boy?" Check under the bed. Check the closet. Man, that outfit's real slick though. Okay.
Let's practice.
You're lucky it's a fucking quiet town. God damn, someone's up in the middle of the night, sees you jolting around on your cosmic staff. Ow. She's a teenager, bro. Like, I get he's a villain, but tell him something. That'd be my first thought would be, hey, maybe I should tell him the truth. Like, this fucking scab appeared out of nowhere and attacked your son. Pretty good.
I told you not to touch the staff.
Pat?
Destroy. So, I'm gonna start with the ending because that's fresh on my mind. How did, like, I understand from a visual standpoint what happened at the end there. Like, it looks like Stripe missile launched at Brainwave, but he was outside the building? Was it like a guided homing missile? Um, so I don't know. Okay. Overall, I think it was fine. Unless it like really ramps up, I'm not seeing this as like one of my go-to shows. Doom Patrol was like, I'm living for it, and I can't wait. I think June 26th is when it comes back, something like that. Definitely gonna be checking that out when it comes out. I'm still gonna watch this season. I'm definitely gonna give it a fair shot. Like, I think the costumes are awesome. The special effects are pretty serviceable. They're very noticeable, but not in a bad way. Like, I think it's just not for me is the big problem, and that's fine. Like, not everything's gonna be for me, and I'm okay with that. Um, what the first thing I wrote down was just the tone. It's so I kept thinking like a children's movie slash TV special. And again, it's not a bad thing. It just is different because from what we've seen on DC Universe specifically, it's very mature, adult. Titans is like definitely trying to be like edgy and gritty. Doom Patrol was it was very adult in certain situations, and then Swamp Thing was very dark and mature. Um, but there's definitely some dark things that are happening, like Starman and the rest of the JSA die in the first 5 minutes, and this dude is trying to kill a teenager. Like, these are definitely like dark things to be addressing, but it just feels censored almost. Um, and again, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I think definitely when you hear like a TV special, TV made for TV movie, that's got a negative connotation. I'm not trying to say it as a negative. It just it has that sort of vibe. Like, it's something you could watch on the Hallmark Channel. Uh, just the way it's shot and produced. Um, and again, I think it's got to do with the fact that it's Greg Berlanti. Um, Definitely adjusting the tone to fit more because it is going to air on the CW as well. Um, it can't be, well, and then I say that, and then they're going to air Swamp Thing in August or whatever. But the point is, it's definitely outside of, if they made it in the same vein as the other DC Universe shows, it would be different from the CW shows, which has a definitely a certain tone to it, sort of young adults, sort of feel to it. And I'm not saying just the superhero shows. I'm saying like Supernatural and Charmed and all the CW shows that are on there. Again, I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not something that I like. I like it to be a bit more. I don't know. There's just, I mean, and it's also, yeah. What I was gonna say is the tone fits for the character. From what I am getting here, and I'm assuming it's pretty faithful because Jeff Johns created her. Um, is it is sort of like almost a Peter Parker kind of situation. Um, the teenage superhero kind of thing, and so I can see how this tone fits the character. And again, I'm not, I think it services the show overall to be matching the character is a good thing. Um, and again, I'll have to give it a couple more episodes to really get a feel for you know overall what the character's like. Because I'm unfamiliar with a lot of these characters. The ones that I know the most are Hawkman and Hawkwoman, and they're like a minor part of the JSA as far as I know. Dr. Fate is probably the second most known character of the group. But I don't know anything about Dr. Midnight or Hourman or who is that, Wildcat. Um, the only thing I know most about Wildcat is that he trained um, Black Canary. So like I don't know a lot about these characters. Uh, just because I'm on mine and I keep looking at this, I'm looking at the picture, the poster right now. So it's got Stargirl in the center, and it's got all the, I guess it's the next generation um, of heroes. And so I have a feeling it's gonna be the lunch table crew is gonna be the ones that will pick up the mantle of these characters. Um, it looks like there's like a dark-skinned girl. Well, sorry, light-skinned girl as Wildcat, and then maybe Dr. Midnight. I can't remember. The colors are popping a lot more on the poster, so I can't really tell the difference between that and the show. Um, but the guy in yellow, he looks like that might be the cool kid that was in detention, and then the guy in green, I feel like it looks so young, so I feel like it might be the stepbrother, like the little kid that I don't like. um, Anyways, that's just a prediction. We'll get back into my stuff that I'm talking about. Starman's identity. That was a really fucking weird part to me. Like, I can't tell. Okay, I can get past the fact that maybe she just doesn't know what he looks like because depending on the time frame they're in, depending on how old she was, if she's supposed to be like 15 now, which is like a freshman, then when she was 5, which would make sense with the story that her mom gave, was the last time that she saw him. So, it's been 10 years. She's still a teenager. I wouldn't remember anything from her first 5 years of living, so I wouldn't know what he looks like. And then maybe there's just no pictures of him for whatever reason, even though if it's contemporary today, 10 years ago, it'd be 2010, theoretically there should be cameras, if we're gonna pretend it's a timeless kind of era where there's cell phones, but if we're just gonna overlook that fact, then okay, I can believe her side of the story that she doesn't know what Starman looks like because she doesn't know like what her dad looks like, and she can't match those up. Fine, but then that means Pat is lying because he fucking knows who Starman is, what he looks like. Like, I guess they did kind of address it in near the end of that episode when they're like, well, maybe this is an alias name and his real name is Sylvester because he did know him since he was a kid and he was like his chauffeur or whatever. Um, I'm sure we'll learn more about it. It was just a weird moment in the moment because it's like, how do you not know who this guy? I don't know. It's just kind of a weird story swap there. Um, I just wrote down brainwave. I don't know why. I can't remember what I wrote down brainwave for. Um, but yeah, brainwave. I'll need to research him. He looks pretty interesting. I really like the suit. Again, the suits are top notch, and so that's something that CW. I know people give them a lot of flack for it, but to be honest, I think the CW does serviceable suits, um, and DC Universe has a little bit better. So it's kind of cool to see the matchup there. I'm just really excited to sort of get into the superhero part stuff. I think that's going to be the thing that really tides me over with the show, because I'm not really digging the character yet. And again, hopefully that'll change because she's our main character, and I want to feel positive emotions for her. But for this first episode, like, I can get over her recklessness and her, her side of happy-go-lucky attitude towards superheroing. That's fine. The problem was she just like was negative to her stepdad for no reason. Like, like she was just like, yeah, Pat, okay. It's like, bruh, he seems really nice. Like, he didn't really do anything wrong to you other than, like, okay, you guys had to move, but, like, LA's fucking expensive. And, like, I get it. She's leaving her friends behind, but, like, I don't know. It just, it, it could have been worse, I feel like. Like, her family could be terrible, but they seem like really cool people. So that just kind of threw me off. But again, we'll get to know her a bit more. Um, I get where she's coming from. I just don't really like that story direction. The last thing I had to say about Stargirl is she has a really good voice for voice acting. Does anyone else feel that way? Like, she has like a very good character voice, and I don't know if that's her natural voice or if she's putting on an accent or something, but it's very unique, which is good. Um, it really sets her apart as the lead. Um, yeah, she looks a lot like Miley Cyrus though. Anyways, what are you guys' thoughts about Stargirl's pilot episode? I'm very curious to hear what you had to say. Am I in the minority? Um, Out of 5, I gave it like a 3.5. There was nothing bad about it. I just personally wasn't feeling it, but I think it did a lot of things well. Setting up her origin, setting up the villains pretty well. Um, and we'll just kind of see where the story goes. Let me see how many episodes. 13. Okay, so a normal season. Um, yeah, I'm just again, I'm excited to see the sort of world shaped around here because it is, from what we know, it is on Earth too. So there's no preconceived. Oh, there's the Flash. Um, it's all self-contained. Like we have the JSA and that's it. So I'm very curious to sort of hear this world building, see how it formed, see this new era of heroes, the Silver Age, um, and we'll go from there. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week for episode 2.